All right, people, you're welcome to Sports Radio 360 on your Women Radio 91.7, Nigeria's first and only radio station for women and their families. I am Miracle Phillip, and it's always a delight to get to serve you with sporting updates right here on your Women Radio 91.7. We bring you Sports Radio 360 Mondays to Fridays at 7 a.m. And I get to be your host. Of course, you also get to be a part of the program. All you get to do is call us on our phone lines to react to any of the stories that interest you. 07000 917 917 09155 917 917. Our text and WhatsApp line for you to get to send your messages 08155 917 917 0703 1756537. Well, let's talk about FIBA Under 19 Women's World Cup. We had our very own Junior the Tigers being part and parcel of this tournament. And what we've gotten to see was Nigeria's under 19 women's basketball team securing a place in the round of 16 at the ongoing FIBA Under 19 Women's Basketball World Cup, despite falling to Portugal in that final Group B fixture, I said yesterday, Tuesday. Of course, our team was seeking a rebound from the earlier loss to Canada. We were actually defeated 79-61 by the Portuguese side. But then despite this setback, earlier win in the group stage also helped us to finish in third place in the group standing. So Group B, which Nigeria is in, concluded with Canada maintaining a perfect record to top the group, followed by Portugal in second, and Nigeria finishing third with 1 win and 2 losses, while China ended in fourth position. So with this group stage concluded now, Nigeria will now turn their focus to the knockout phase, where they will actually face a team from Group A in the round of 16. So that's exactly what it looks like right now as far as FIBA Under 19 is concerned for our the Tigers team. And I know, of course, we are definitely rooting for this team to make it out beautifully well, because we do want a clean victory, or don't we? Yes, we do. It's still Sports Radio 360 on your Women Radio 91.7, Nigeria's first and only radio station for women and their families. I'm Miracle Phillip right here serving you with the sporting updates. We'll take a break, and when we come back, even more sporting updates for your listening pleasure.
If you love us, like us.
And if you don't love us, like us.
It's facebook.com/
WFM917. If you want to see what we look like,
We slay.
subscribe to our channel on YouTube.
Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at WFM917.
The MTN Mega Billion promo is finally here. From Monday to Saturday at 7 p.m. Plenty Nigerians will stand a chance to win big. To join, just dial *900# on your MTN line. Then every recharge from 100 naira or more will get you more entries and increase your chances to win.
Recharge today and win millions. T's and C's apply. Visit www.mtn.ng for more details.
Are you looking for a place to advertise your business at affordable rates, or a hall to host all your corporate events and conferences? Then don't look any further for all your advert placement, live interviews, announcements, religious programs, event bookings, and lots more. Give your business the boost and reach your target audience at an affordable rate here on Women Radio 91.7. What are you waiting for? Hurry now. Call the numbers 0905 555 8998, 0806 009 2137, or 0816 060 5673, or email us at sales@wfm917.
See, everybody with him own wahala. Every day comes with its own version of challenges, and you have to be ready to face them, because only then can you move on to the next. That's why I never miss my breakfast. Scratch that. My peak breakfast with the nutrients and energy I need to face each day, one challenge at a time.
Every day is a good day to power on with a peak breakfast. Have you had your peak? Reach for your peak.
The Women Radio membership connects you with other women traders, entrepreneurs, students, homemakers, farmers, and pensioners in the 36 states of Nigeria. As a Women Radio member, your business is promoted free on Women Radio. Win amazing goodies and you get access to our events. Download the Women Radio app today and hear your voice on radio. Register free at wfm917.com and make sure you join the Facebook Women Radio membership group. The Women Radio membership is supported by MacArthur Foundation and the Nigeria Media Innovation Program, NAMI.
It's time to celebrate those who make a difference in empowering women and families. Introducing the VOW 2025 Award. The VOW Awards honors outstanding individuals, both men and women, as well as organizations that uplift and support women and families. Nominate inspiring changemakers and trailblazers in categories like Lifetime Achievement, Woman of the Year, Gender Balance Empowering Company, Social Innovation, Family Focused Organization, Government Agency Supporting Women and Families, Civil Society Organization Supporting Women and Families. Don't miss the chance to honor those making an impact. Nominations closes 31st August. For details on nomination, visit our Facebook and Instagram page at WFM917. Be part of the change. Celebrates the champions of empowerment. Hosted by the Voice of Women Empowerment Foundation.
The MTN Mega Billion promo is finally here. From Monday to Saturday at 7 p.m. Plenty Nigerians will stand a chance to win big. To join, just dial *900# on your MTN line. Then every recharge from 100 naira or more will get you more entries and increase your chances to win.
Recharge today and win millions. T's and C's apply. Visit www.mtn.ng for more details.
I feel that there's some sort of lack of professionalism in this because we're talking about 100 lives.
Government has to also put in place a structure to make it look like what they have in mind.
Join us on our lens on Women Radio 91.7 FM.
How do we stop crime in the society? Because at the end of the day, if a man cannot provide for his wife anymore, he looks for other means. Because
we should address Nigerian problems.
We should not.
Our lens every Monday to Friday by 9:05 a.m. as women across Nigeria tackles trending issues, one honest, thought-provoking discussion at a time. Because when women speak, the world listens.
The stories are real.
Something like this happened to me years back. I saw some messages in his phone. The lady that sent the message to him. When I saw him, I said, "Come, why are you like this? Why are you doing all this?"
It's all around you.
And so when she comes up to you to tell you her sexual needs, you should be humble enough to listen. And if there's something you can do about that, you do it. Is it reading books? Is it seeing a therapist? Be open to certain things because at the end of the day, this person is your partner. That is the bottom line of everything. My family advised him to marry the girl he has impregnated. We forced him, but he refused. But when the girl starts telling that you call her too much, then there's something fishy.
You want to share it.
What will people say?
You're not alone. Break the silence culture. Adult Conversations. Weeknights from 8 on WFM 91.7, the voice of women.
Women Radio 91.7.
Oh, yes, it is always the time of our lives right here on Women Radio 91.7 when it's time to serve you sporting updates. Of course, we started off talking about the Junior, the Tigress, their run to the round of 16 despite the loss to Portugal. And here's the thing, they're going to face off with Hungary in that round of 16. It's going to be the knockout stage, and we hope to see them fire off from all cylinders. Yes, and prove the naysayers wrong. Well, it is still us serving you with sporting updates, and at this time, we really do want to talk about something very important. A part of inspiring, motivating, pushing the cause of women agenda right here on Women Radio 91.7. And we're talking about the African Giant documentary. Now, this documentary is a bold and inspiring short documentary that tells the story of Nigeria's national women's football team, the Super Falcons, through the eyes of three of its brightest stars. One, Michelle Alozie, Asisat Oshoala, and Rashidat Ajibade. Now, this particular documentary is really interesting, and I really think that you should just hop on right now to YouTube and get to watch this documentary, because it celebrates the resilience and the cultural pride of Nigeria's women national football team, the Super Falcons. It also explores their determination to thrive as champions of women's empowerment and gender inclusion in a sport where we know that women have historically been underrepresented. And see, why should you even watch this in the first place? You should watch this as a man supporting women football, as a man pushing for more screen time for women football, for more celebrations, for more equal play, for more inclusion of women in the world of football. You should also watch this if you're a young lady, or you're just one woman out there who's actually out there to see a lot more women win. And what better way to support women winning than actually getting to watch this documentary? It actually gives us a closer look into the lives of some of our favorite football players, shining their light as far as the national scene is concerned. And the Super Falcons are actually currently playing the WAFCON 2024 beautifully well. They've made it to the quarterfinals, but what we're also seeing is that they're going to face up against Zambia. But that's on the side, and we're actually all out to support them right here at Women Radio 91.7. But this African Giant documentary gives you a closer look into the lives of these women who you have admired from afar, and it tells you that while they're striving to achieve so much, to put their best foot forward, to ensure that Nigeria is right there in the continental scene, in the global scene, shining, they also have their personal stories. And I really do want you to get to listen to the one and only Michelle Alozie. Oh, did you even know that when she's not doing sports, she's a part-time cancer researcher?
I think in Nigeria, it is so important for women to have agency, and I think that education is a large part of it. I think that's also why, education was just so pressed on us growing up as kids in America, and to make sure that we got a degree. I love the science field. It's always been, just an area in school that was just so unique and interesting to me. And so I always loved it. It was something that I was just naturally good at. It's something I definitely want to do once my football career is over, whenever that is. I don't know when it is. I would just love to be around people and help as many people as I can. I'm definitely a minority of minorities in both of my fields. In the football scene, I kind of look at it like I am someone who I wanted when I was younger to look up to and kind of have that face. I couldn't tell you one prominent Black or African footballer that I looked up to and was ooh, I want to be like them when I grew up.
Well, you get to hear that and be totally inspired by Michelle Alozie. Absolutely. Now, if you are inspired by her, then you'd want to also get into the life and times also of Asisat Oshoala. Oh, Agbagbola, the one and only.
They just wanted me to focus on school because I wanted to be a lawyer. That was my dream growing up. They wanted me to just focus on school, focus on my education and all that. I never thought I was going to play football professionally. I was just doing it for fun. It was something I loved to do, to play with my friends during the break period or after school hours or maybe on Sundays. The day I took the decision to go professional was the same day I won the Golden Boot and the Golden Ball at the Under-20s World Cup. It was something big to win the best player and the top scorer. It was amazing. And my dad, who never wanted me to go pro was the same person who called me and then asked me that day, whatever you decide, I'm going to support you.
Have you seen this thing? Parents, so you don't hear. Let's talk about Rashida Ajibade and get into her life closely.
Got paid, but I had to focus that. I learned a lot about culture. I learned a lot about how to be disciplined. I was always there to help the team with basic administrative things. There's no sponsor. There's an individual team, equipment, facilities, everything you need to train. It's not there. Playing in F2 Robo, women going through the menstrual cycle, you can't even afford a sanitary pad. You know how bad that is. I remember I tore one of my mom's wrapper and I had to, cut it and roll it. Then I have to use it, put it under my, to protect myself so that I don't, get weird stuff like that because I couldn't afford to buy a pad. When you talk of breakfast, lunch, dinner, you're talking of, people who can afford something. During this time, it's all about, whatever I have to eat, just survive. So it's all about survival.
Beautiful. And now she's in Atletico Madrid, feminine. Isn't it just beautiful to get to hear their stories, to get to know that, beyond the people that you see and you love, the people that you admire, beyond all of these individuals, there is a story. For Rashidat Ajibade, she moved from FC Robo, and now she's on the international scene, and we love her and we appreciate everything that she's embodying. And for Ashisat Oshola, her dad didn't want her to do sports, and I know that there are lots of parents out there who are listening right now. They just do not want their children to do sport. You're like, I don't want you to turn to a man and this and that. But look at her father coming out to say, you know what, whatever you want to do, I'm all out to support you. And I mean, it's just beautiful, isn't it? So if you are out there, you're a young lady, you're a parent, you want to see your children fly high, you should go and watch the African Giant documentary. The African Giant documentary is on YouTube. You can equally check out our social media platforms. You also see a link for you to get to watch it. You have to be inspired, that's for sure. And you know what? It is right here on Women Radio 91.7, women empowering and supporting women. Well, it's still Sports Radio 360 on your Women Radio 91.7, Nigeria's first and only radio station for women and their families. Every time I say that, I feel like I'm rapping, but I love the energy. I love the passion that comes with talking about this very great and grand radio station. Well, let's talk about the fact that while a lot of teams, like 5 teams, have had themselves promoted to the MPFL successfully, I think 4 teams actually. Now we have some other teams, 8 teams being promoted to the NNL. Yes, they've moved from the Nigeria League 1 to the Nigeria National League NNL. This has actually been confirmed, and I will tell you the 8 NNO teams from the north and the south that gained promotion to the NNL. They are the northern, first of all, the northern teams: Kano Ambassadors from Kano State, Warin JFC from Bauchi State, City FC from Abuja, Maikunlele from Niger State, and we have the southern teams as well: Ikorodu City FA from Lagos State, E-World United Cross River State, Hamola FC Osun State, and Stormers SC Ogun State. So congratulations to these teams. Let's see how they get to ride in the coming season in the NNL. And if you do not know, because it's so easy for us to get to talk about, sports in the other line, but not talking about that in the line of those who are living with disabilities. Well, preparations are in full swing for the 13th West Africa Deaf Football Tournament and the 3rd West Africa Deaf Athletics Championship, both of them scheduled to take place from August 18th to August 30th at the MKO Abiola National Stadium in Abuja. The president of the West Africa Deaf Sports Union, Amuda Yusuf, confirmed this, in Lagos, that 32 teams from across the region have confirmed their participation. The tournament, he said, will also serve as a qualification platform for major international competitions, including the Deaf Olympics, the All Africa Deaf Games, and the Confederation of Africa Deaf Football Championship. See, these sort of competitions, what they do is that they promote integration, inclusion, and recognition for deaf athletes across West Africa. So if you're out there listening and you feel to yourself, oh, I'm deaf, or I'm this, or I'm that, what is there space for me? There is space for you. You are not excluded. You can also thrive and make so much impact in the world of sports. This is something that we saw with Eniola Mark, in the Paralympics, Onyechi as well. These people are high flyers, and you too can be as well. It's still Sports Radio 360 on your Women Radio 91.7, Nigeria's first and only radio station for women and their families. Let's talk about some latest transfer updates. Ooh, so the season is coming closer, and for someone like Luka Modric, he's actually shining in his new AC Milan shirt after 13 whole years spent at Real Madrid. Of course, he has had several proposals this summer with higher salary, but my dear, he picked his favorite childhood team, and that is AC Milan. Well, we'll also talk about the fact that Real Madrid, for them, they've had an interesting summer transfer window. Getting Trent Alexander-Arnold, Franco Mastantuono, Alvaro Carreras, and Dean Houston as well. So that is what it looks like right now. And the question would be, how will Xabi Alonso play with these talents that they have incurred in this summer transfer window? But also, let's talk about Liverpool and the fact that they've rejected a formal 67.5 million euros proposal from FC Bayern for Luis Diaz. Yes, Luis Diaz is open to leaving Liverpool this summer, with Bayern and Barcelona keen, but the club keeps rejecting. There's no agreement on transfer fee, and Liverpool see Luis Diaz value as way higher than 67.5 million euros that was offered yesterday. So Liverpool said, hey, on Luis Diaz, no. Meanwhile, Liverpool have made club-to-club approach with Newcastle for Alexander Isak. Yes, Liverpool's management informed Newcastle about the plan to submit a 120 million euros proposal for record fee if the doors are open. Now, if Isak won't be available, Liverpool can enter Hugo Ekitike's race while Newcastle remain in talks with him. So let's see how that will really go. And yes, if you're a fan of Jude Bellingham, you love Jude Bellingham with all of your heart. He has now completed his shoulder surgery in London. That was yesterday, and the mission is actually to return in 3 months by the end of October, with Real Madrid staff taking good care of Jude Bellingham. And let's also talk about Napoli. They've been able to agree a deal to sign Lorenzo Luca as striker from Udinese. It's a 35 million euros package on loan with obligation to buy, with also add-ons as part of the agreement for the center striker. And if you are following Atletico Madrid, you'd also want to know that they've been able to agree a deal to sign Thiago Almada all the way from Olympic Lyon. And let's talk about Darwin Núñez. What is in it for us, this news story? Well, Darwin Núñez still plans to leave Liverpool while Napoli's deal has collapsed. Yes, Napoli have just informed Liverpool as of yesterday night that Darwin Núñez's deal can be considered off, as they will sign Luka. So Saudi Pro League clubs are showing interest in Núñez ahead of next week's, while he's still planning to leave. Well, this is actually me serving you these updates. And just so you know, just to wrap up this transfer updates right now, let's talk about Juventus agreeing a deal with FC Porto to keep Francisco Conceição. Juventus will pay a fee in exchange of 30 million euros in 4 years, with final agreement accepted by FC Porto. I said yesterday. All right, people, it's still Sports Radio 360 on your Women Radio 91.7, Nigeria's first and only radio station for women and their families. Let's talk about Barcelona winger Lamine Yamal. What did he do? Waiting this guy don't do well. Spain's Ministry of Social Rights have asked the country's prosecutor's office to investigate Barcelona winger Lamine Yamal after he reportedly hired people with dwarfism to perform at his 18th birthday party. See, Lamine Yamal hosted a party on Sunday at a rented property in Olivella, a small town 50 kilometers northwest of Barcelona, with guests including YouTubers, influencers, several Barcelona teammates, as is expected. Now, it is actually alleged that Lamine Yamal hired a group of entertainers with dwarfism, something that has been described in Spain as unacceptable in the 21st century. And even the Directorate General for People with Disabilities, part of the Ministry of Social Rights, Consumer Affairs and 2030 Agenda, said that they have filed a legal complaint. Oga, why you go do that kind of thing? You know, say that thing they perpetuate stereotype, they fuel discrimination, they undermine the image and the rights of people with disabilities. That is what the ministry had to say. And that really does mean that Lamine Yamal is in for something. Well, one of the artists actually came out to say, no one disrespected us. So I don't understand that why there's so much hype about it. We're normal people who do what we want in an absolutely legal way. We work as entertainers. Why can't we do it because of our physical condition? So the people say it's not a problem. Ministry say it's a problem. Whew. Lamine Yamal, all the best of luck. Well, this is where I wrap it up right here on Sports Radio 360 on your Women Radio 91.7. Coming up next is the newspaper review, and that will kickstart from 7:30. I am Miracle Philip. I always will advise you stay sporty, stay good, stay tuned. Good morning.
You're gonna make me late. You're gonna make me late. You gon' make me late. The one I want, jumping ship. Done with this, more than done with this. Pour me another drink, take another sip, and another sip. Jumping ship.
See you're and I don't wanna pay for. I got attention if you make more time. I know we spent it, I wanna waste more. Push up on me till I'm feeling it. Drop it and look how you killing it.